Alright, welcome back Year 7s for class number 2. So, the first thing, I'm just going to give a quick example again of how to reach your online workbook that you'll be working on for the remainder of the term. So, under this tab at the top, classwork, if we click classwork, that will take us to this page, and your page will look like this. What we want to do, under Unit 1 Inside Outside, click on our workbook link, click View Assignment, and from there you'll be able to go into your workbook and it should appear like this. So we want to go down to slide number 5, which will have the title Art Analysis Yayoi Kasuma. So the learning objectives for today are to discuss artworks using art elements and descriptive language, and the success criteria is to show how you use art elements and descriptive language to describe what you see in Yayoi Kusama's artwork. So, the first step, let's go down to the instructions. Here we go. So, we have the video instructions, which you don't need to click on because we're already watching. Then we also have the written instructions here. So, step 1. Watch the video link below. We do this by hovering my mouse over here. I can click on this link. This little tab will pop up. I click on here, and as you can see, this will take me to the YouTube link that I need to be on. So we're going to pause that for a second. We're going to go back to our online workbook. Step 2 asks us to answer the questions listed on slide 7. Here we have slide 7. So I'm just going to give you a brief demonstration of how you need to answer these questions. We do not want single answer questions. So for example, I'll go down to number 3. The question is asking me, where was Yayoi Kusama born? I don't want to just write, for example, she's born in Japan. So I don't want to write Japan. And I also want to give the city that she's born in. And I don't want to just write Tokyo. So the answer, when I approach writing my answer, I will rewrite the question to put it in my answer. So there we go. I'm not going to give you the answer, but that's the stem we want to start with when writing. For example, in what year did Yayoi Kusama pursue her art career? For question number 4. Again, beginning with Yayoi Kusama began pursuing her art career in... That's how we want to see the questions answered. And I will repeat, not single answer questions. So from here, I'm going to get you all to pause the video and you're going to go complete task 1. So we've got the YouTube video up here. We watch through this video and we answer the questions here on slide 7. Alright, so for task 2, we're going to scroll down to page 8. So you would have previously been on page 7, now we're on page 8. At the top, we have a pathway to finding the video tutorials, but you don't need as you're already watching this. Next, we have the written instructions. So the first step we want to do is list 2 art elements that you can see in the image on slide 10. So the image you will be analysing will be here on slide 10. Next, we want to use 2 descriptive words for how each art element appears in this artwork. Again, you complete this on slide 10, which is here. And I will remind you, in class 1, we completed a table about our art elements. So if we scroll up to page 4, you have all your art elements here on the left-hand side. You have a definition of what they are, so you can use them in your analysis. And you will have some descriptive words to use to describe how the art elements are used in Yayoi Kusuma's artwork. So I'm going to take us back to slide 8. And now I'm going to show you a quick example of how to do this. On slide 9, you will see there is an example there for you. So I'm going to fill this in. I can see this line is pointing to the little yellow lines there. So the art element I can see is line. Two descriptive words, they are thin lines, and to me they have a certain fragileness about them. So I'm going to use thin and fragile as my descriptive words. Next, another one this is pointing to, I can see, is the color of the lines. So the art element I'm going to use is color. To describe this color, I'm going to say yellow is a bright color. So that'll be one descriptive word. And then a second descriptive word. I think it's not like a neon yellow, so I find it quite warm. So that's how I'm going to describe it. That is all you have to do for your art analysis part of the task. So on slide 10, all you need to do working on this online booklet right here. Okay, so for those who are super speedy and finish task 2, we've just got a little extension task to complete today. What we're going to do the same thing you've just done here for task 2, but you're going to research your own image of Yayoi Kusama's artwork, and then you're going to annotate it. So an easy way to do this, down the bottom here, we have 2 screens we can toggle between. So we can see a little grid in the left-hand corner. We want to click on that. That's going to take us to be able to see all our slides together. Next, we want to right-hand click on our mouse with that, holding Control, and duplicate the slide. Make sure the second one is highlighted with a yellow border. Then we're going to go back down to the left-hand corner, and we're going to go back to the view that has the thumbnails on the side. The next step for you is to get rid of this title. We don't need that anymore. We're going to highlight this image, delete that as well. We're going to delete the title of the artwork, and we're going to delete the link also. So now you need to go research an image of Yayoi Kusama's artwork of your own. So for that, now open a new tab, go to Google, and then we're going to type in Yayoi Kusama, and we're looking for pattern artworks. So we're going to type in pattern artworks. Up the top here, we can see all our Google images. So all we need to do, click on any one of those. It's going to take us to Google Images. And then you're just going to find a piece of pattern work that you like. So for me, I think this butterfly is really cool. So on the right hand side, this has come up. To get the web link, I actually need to click on this one here. So, clicking on this butterfly by Yayoi Kusama is going to take me to the website where the artwork actually is. So first, holding Control and right clicking, I'm going to go down to copy image. I'm going to go back up the top here to my online workbook. There we go. I'm going to paste my artwork, resize it so it fits on the page. Then I'm going to go back one more time to the website where I got the artwork, up to the web address, control right click while highlighting that, and copy back to my online workbook, and I'm going to paste that down here, and I'm also going to fill in the artwork name, which is butterfly. One last thing I need to do is go back to the website, and if it has it, the year that the artwork was created. So I can see here it was created in 1985. So back to my workbook, I'm going to write 1985 in the brackets here. And then again, what you did on the previous slide, filling in your art elements and your descriptive words, you're going to do the same thing here. What art elements do you see? And what are some words to describe those art elements you see? So if you finished task 3, you've done a fantastic job today. Well done and thank you.